Hey, I'm Colin, this is Respawning, and I'm going to jump into Throne and Liberty. However, I am also going to close my door, because I should have done that beforehand. There we go. Oh, this is the newest MMO. Today's the start of Early Access. I am incredibly excited. As always, my TikTok bits are not working. Come on, TikTok bits. One of you. There you are. So, I'm slowly figuring out what I've done wrong. But I'm not going to admit to it, because I know that the thing I've done was very, very stupid. We're almost there. We're almost there with our overlay. There you are. 203. However, if you do want to follow us, it would be greatly appreciated. And it's one more thing I should probably have on my screen, which would be my YouTube bit. And my TikTok monitor. Let's believe it or not, I make a lot of mistakes. Okay. Early access servers. Let's go Conquest.
The Star of Siliveth. It is said to be the seal stone containing Siliveth, goddess of destruction. This magical star of destruction was shattered into pieces all across the world, and those who were born with this fragment were called the Starborn. In 1192,
I will turn my camera off while we do this.
The Archean commander Khazar sought to use the power of the star fragments as a tool of war. The wizard Jan Junith sent Calanthea, a witch, to the remote island where Starborn were hiding.
I do love a good MMO intro cinematic.
I'm sorry, child.
Okay, so I'm a man. I feel so liberated to say that out loud. So, yep, Okay. And it's okay. I do have a bit of a round face. It's absolutely fine. Wrinkled depth. Oh boy, that's some depth. So I'm not going to play around with too much of the other stuff. Not happy that my hair and beard are attached to each other. Oh no, that's just type. So okay. I feel like you kind of go from one extreme. Like, okay, bit of a moustache, bit of goatee. I mean, I guess that's what I'm going for now, isn't it? I mean, it says thickness, it means opacity. It's almost Leon. Upload a photo. Upload a photo. Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. I ain't doing it. I do have kind of baby eyes. I think, yeah. I think I'm as happy with that as I'm going to be. I think that's... Although he does now looks like he's got eyeshadow on. And this is where our FPS just tanks. I should really be wearing my glasses. Oh, okay.
Fragment. We need to get out of here.
Okay, so my side-scrolly bit feels a bit weird. Like, this feels very tight.
Now stop them.
Okay, so this might take a little while to get used to.
Fight with a different weapon.
I am fighting with a different weapon. Something feels off. Oh yeah. I mean, that might actually help. We'll turn the shadows down. Okay. Hey, Nudge, thank you very much for the like. And thank you very much for the follow. Only slightly changes the cutscene. W and shift to dash. Yep. So I was curious, and I got sold on the visuals alone. And I know that's probably the wrong way to be looking at it. But if I'm going to be spending a very long time in an online game, I need it to look pretty. Yeah, 100%. It's also just nice to have something which has got relatively pretty cutscenes. There's our Gandalf figure. Well, that's because we're not playing AO Tavern Simulator. Nor were we playing AO Tavern Simulator yesterday. Thank you very much for the rose. Gonna give it that hot tour.
After all these years, the memory of that day returned like a nightmare.
Is that? There's definitely motion blur there, right? Okay, I'm just gonna live with it for now. It's pretty boy Colleen. No, I'm not calling him pretty boy Colin. Before anyone tries. Thank you very much. Thank you for the baguette. I think that's a baguette.
Hey, it's you. Whoa, are you all right? Did you have that nightmare again?
So I don't think it's coming through on the, at least on the Twitch stream. But during dialogue, it's giving me some options. I mean, I've only really got one option, which is yes. But L1Q, so this is Throne and Liberty.
This way forever.
If you remember the other
Why
week,
not go out and get some fresh air?
I was talking about a new game that was coming out.
Oh, right.
Hey, Adam, how you doing today, buddy?
You should follow her. I'd love to come with, but running makes my arm hurt. I'll bet Lottie
Yep,
more.
because this guy
If you want to
runs
catch her,
on his hands.
you'll have to morph too. Ah, that Lottie. She didn't take the map again. Can you take it to her? I drew up the map because she asked me to.
Also L1. So this is coming out on. It's out on everything. Off work 6 to live in the dream. Well, it depends on the dream that you want to live, I suppose. What's wrong, buddy? Buddy. Press M. Ah, Freshers flu. Yeah, okay. That is hell.
Going.
So they're saying let's get going, but does that mean...
Go to those stairs over there, quickly.
Okay.
If you want to catch up to Lottie, you'd better hurry.
Oh, I do love a pretty game. So what's this game about? It looks similar vibes to Dragon Age and Baldur's Gate. So this is Throne and Liberty. It's a new MMO which has just come out. Well, it's early access at the moment. You can... There's a very heavy emphasis on PvP. It's released on everything, minus Switch. So you can actually play it with a controller as well, which is quite nice. So I'm probably going to end up playing this on my Ally. Main menu, various content. Yeah, right. Why F11? Surely Escape does the same thing. It does! No, it doesn't. Doesn't it? It does do the same thing. I've been trying to get my head around it a bit, but kind of think of it like, you know, like Elder Scrolls? Where in Elder Scrolls you can pick up different weapons. And with those weapons you then get proficiency the more you use them. Kind of similar in this. It's not really a proficiency thing. I think you have to put skill points into them.
Adventurer, why are you here?
Why are you here? I brought the map.
Oh, I was just about to go back and get it. Thanks.
Quiet one. Even though I know you personally, the L1Q still annoys me. It's really difficult to say off the top of your tongue.
Oh, I need to repair something in Crescent Town. Since you're here already,
But yeah, so it's an MMO.
training grounds with me.
The MMO has... there's no subscription. I think there is a battle pass.
I'm sure it's nothing.
It is... it's going free to play. It launches on the 30th. It's the 30th or the 1st. I've just been very, very excited, so I paid... You know, I bought one of the early access packs.
Chance to try out a different weapon. You can't keep using that broken sword forever.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Lottie.
You can go to Moonshade Town. What do you say? Now, let's go.
One of the main... I say main mechanics, but you know like how in most MMOs you get a mount? Well, in this... You are the mount. So you can transform. You do get a... like a... land mount, or land transformation. You get a gliding transformation, and there is swimming as well.
Today's the day where the massive divine beast called Gigantrite comes by.
I love it in a tutorial where the NPC starts running into stuff.
What are you doing? Let's go inside.
I used to love WoW. I couldn't keep playing, paying for it as little as I was playing it. Yeah, and admittedly, that's why something like this is kind of appealing to me at the moment. Because while I used to be big into WoW,
You're new to these weapons.
I haven't got into...
You.
I haven't
Well, I'm
put myself in the position to start playing the expansion.
Try out different
Okay, so the weapons that we got. So we got a great sword. We've got a sword and shield. I do have a lot of windows open on my other screen. Hang on, just so I can see how much of my screen has been shown. We'll make the chat float in. We'll move that away. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. So yeah, so you can see. So great sword. We got dual daggers, a longbow, crossbow. The crossbows are like dualies. So for me, as someone that loves Diablo 2, 3, where you had the demon hunter, that's very much what that is to me. Staff and a wand. So you can have 2 weapons at any time. Okay, open the main menu, open the character sheet. Okay. Thank you very much for the heart. So most of this is just telling me how RPGs work. So what I can do is I can switch everything around. So I'm of 2 minds. So I've been very much like I'm going to go into this as a healer because I just like the abuse I get. So for me to be a healer, I need to use a wand, which is already Harry Potter vibes. And then I've got 2 choices. A lot of the pre-guide stuff that's out there is saying use a longbow. Or I go sword and shield. So if I go sword and shield, I'll effectively be a paladin. And they will, for the most part, be a boss in PvP. Just because you've got a lot of defensives, you've got the ability to heal yourself, and you can put curses on other people, so you will get... so everyone will deal additional damage to the people that have got the curses on. Apparently at the moment as well, there's a bit where effectively some people were getting one-shotted in the beta because of some of those curses. So, what I'm saying is, it's overpowered as fuck. But I do think I should probably go for the longbow, for the simple reason that apparently healing in this game is not like Final Fantasy 14. Well, it's closer to Final Fantasy 14 than it is WoW. So where in WoW you are pretty much just basic bitch. My job, any WoW healers out there, you're just healing, and that's your job. Just gonna keep the tank alive, and then keep everyone else alive who stood in fire. And then you don't really do any DPS. Where Final Fantasy 14, you've got a very short damage rotation, and then you are weaving in some damage in between. I just said the same thing twice, didn't I? My TikTok live keeps playing your stream with one of those GTA players, so I have to. That's really weird. Is anyone else having that problem on TikTok? Because otherwise it means I've messed up a stream setting if other people are getting it. It's only when I click comment. Ah.
Oh, you like that weapon? It suits you.
So if this doesn't give you Harry Potter vibes, like all this is missing now is Avada Kurva. That's what it needs. And you can freely switch between the weapons that you're using as well. So I've got a main and a secondary weapon set up. The difference is, so if I'm using my wand as my basic attack, if I then decide that I'm going to use one of my abilities from the bow, it will switch to the bow and then go back.
Dumor, we're going to Moonshade Town. Can you open the gate?
Sure, Lottie. You'll have a good view of with spirit.
I'm defending against an enemy's fury attack with a defensive skill. Each weapon activates a special effect. When triggered, active skills can attack enemies or provide other effects for your party. And then passive abilities. Ishi, this is Throne and Liberty. If you're new around these parts, I tend to forget the name of what I'm actually playing. Don't mean to. Been really excited for this game. It's currently in early access. It's available on PC, Steam, and on PS5 and on Xbox. So as far as I can tell, I've got all my... Oh no, I should probably... Okay, don't care what anyone's saying. I'm equipping a heal. Touch of Despair. Inflict weakness. Yep. Yep. And what do I want to put there? I suppose. Looks like a mix of Hogwarts and Dragon Age. 100%. Vampire, I'm excited for the New World update. So am I. I'm going to be jumping on New World when the new stuff comes out. I jumped on the other day when, oh, this is very pretty. It's prettier than I remember it being.
The town buzzes with excitement and energy.
And then I was like, I should just wait until I can actually swim in the game. Oh, that's bad. Which should be this month, I think. Hey, Ishi, thank you very much for the follow. Patrick, this is Throne and Liberty. Hey, Vambo, thank you for the follow.
The watchtower was destroyed by an attack, although the path was now blocked.
Is it coming to PS5? Hey, Patrick, thank you very much. I didn't even get to answer the question. Yes. So if you go onto the PlayStation 5 store now, or Xbox, if you've got an Xbox, you will find that there is a pre-order. The pre-orders come with early access. Otherwise, wait until, I think it's the 30th, where it will be free to play. Don't tell me to look for a counter-attack. I'm ranged, bitch. It's getting too close. Don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't know what just made that sound. So I'm really happy that I'm not having to constantly right-click to make my attacks. Because at that very first part of the tutorial, I was like, oh, this is what it wants me to do. We're almost there. We're almost there.
This can't be happening.
I don't know what that is, but it's cute.
The pulley lift is broke. We can't get to Hesperian with this. This lift would let us cross Hesperian to get to Moonshade Town. It's the only way to get there without a boat. This is bad. Burmetz is here. Maybe he has an idea. I will try to find a way. You go ahead and take care of the injured.
Burmetz,
Oh,
can you
it
fix
isn't
this?
Lottie. Well, between the two of us, we'll have it fixed in no time. Shall we get started?
I'll help Burmetz. Thank you. Hesperian was hit too. Can you check it out?
It's very pretty. Hey, thank you very much for the like, Garlic Belly. So if it looks like I'm staring, it's just because I'm not wearing my glasses. I need to go find those. I want 12 of these. It's kind of made better because I look like this game's giving me Genshin Impact vibes. So while I do like Genshin Impact and pretty much anything that comes out by the developer whose name I can't remember right now, I'm quite happy having a custom character. But it is a Korean made game, to be fair. Nyx, Vix even. This is Throne and Liberty. It's coming out on the 30th. It's out PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Steam. You can get early access if you purchase one of the pre-order packs that are out at the moment. I think the lowest one for me was like £30 odd. Double jump. Okay, I have to be a bit higher. Yeah, definitely do. I mean, I've been following it for a little bit now, and I was because it is going to be a free-to-play game. I was very much like, do you know what? I'm just going to wait. But then I was like, actually, for an MMO, it looks sick. I don't like that I'm running out of stamina.
Damn it! With the pulley destroyed, reinforcements can't reach us. Is there some way? Someone's coming.
I mean, that was a very dramatic descent. Okay, so range is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Ground directional skills you can use by directing it. Okay.
How did you get here? I thought the pulley lift was broken.
That's a sick monocle. For an MMO, it does look awesome.
What have you got here with the glide path? You must have the power of a starfighter. I hear that those with the power of a starfighter can communicate with mysterious entities. Forgive me. My name is Clay Carter from the Resistance. For some reason, you seem kind of familiar.
I'm a survivor from the invasion 10 years ago.
You escaped with me. I'm glad to see you're safe. But now's hardly the time to chat. For now, will you lend us your strength? Thank you. Captain Kyra and I will fight the Archean forces on this side and find a way to get in. We'll need you to
I don't know if it's
rescue the residents
that
from
there's
resistance.
motion blur even when the camera is like just panning in a cutscene, or if my eyes are.
Please be careful. When this is over, let's be sure to meet again.
After arriving on top of the great
I've opened up a path for you. Now go!
Take Wisperian star fragment and capture all who bear the power of the stars.
Yeah, so there is a big problem with me using a wand because I am just going to be running around going Avada Kedavra, Kedavra, constantly. Nope, I'm ranged for a reason. Leave me alone. I'm a healer. I genuinely thought I was about to be locked in place while I'm getting bombarded. Whoop, I got stuck on the wall. Right, do one. I just like the like. I mean, I love the environment, but I just love the quality of the animations. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Garlicky Billy.
It is too much! Watch out! King Bert is a powerful foe, created with dark magic.
Oh, you can roll. W, S, and D, or Q and... I ain't rolling. Yep, I shouldn't be standing in the fire. Nope, 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 nope. I ain't dying on a tutorial. Perhaps I am. Well, at least it was meant to happen. I'm not going to lie. My eyes, my weakness. And to anyone watching, your eyes are your weakness too. Go on, yeet it. Get him right in the eye. Tasty.
This is the power of a rampaging star fragment.
Nailed it.
I'm sorry, child.
Chaos. So the official release is going to be on Friday, but there is pre-order packs now, so it is going to be a free-to-play game, but it will be like 30. It's £30, 30 something, 50 something, 80 something. Each of those packs, they all come with different rewards, but they all give you early access, so it's like a 3 or 5 day head start. Majin, this is Throne and Liberty. It's out on MMO, out on Steam, out on PlayStation, out on Xbox.
You wait here. I'll call the healer now.
I am the healer. Interesting is why I jumped in, because for an MMO, it's pretty. Even if I've got a sore arm.
Forged in celestial fire.
But yeah, you just look at the... I'm never going to get the right camera angle for this, am I? You just look at the environments and you go, pretty. You're finally awake. As we black out and go back to Skyrim. What a relief. I was worried that you would wake up. Don't you remember? You blasted that orc with a star fragment's power. Sorry, I don't remember. Really, your body started glowing purple all of a sudden. Then you smashed that orc's eye with your axe. That orc went boom! In a flash of purple, it was amazing. But you feel alright. Is it cross-platform? Yes. I believe it's cross-platform, but quite possibly not cross-progression? I'm not sure. I know it's cross-platform. Sorry, you can... So it's called Throne and Liberty. Or I will... really, maybe you used too much of the Star Fragment's power. I stuck my teeth. Then let's go and ask Clay. He said he wanted to talk to you. So fast pass from Mokes, that'd be nice. Ooh, action. Oh, there's an action mode. Ah, okay. Hey, thank you very much, Majin. It's just the whole... I know you're a Dragon Ball fan, and for some reason that's in my mind before I can just say your name. So yeah, so there is an action mode. So you can see I got a little radial dot. So it now follows my camera. Whoa, that's pretty. And it does have controller support as well.
What happened? Do you have any idea how worried I was? I thought something happened to you. Clay is waiting inside, so hurry up and go see him.
If the pulling
Everyone's always telling me what to do.
kicked way more
Right, I need just 2 minutes.
I heard someone took
I believe my dog is not eating, so I need to go feed my dog. But I'm going to leave the stream up. I'm going to leave you. You can stare at that pretty building. There you go. And I will be right back. Real Zimbabwe. This is Throne and Liberty. It's an MMO. It's just, well, early access now. It's coming out on the 30th. If you want to purchase it, you can get your head start. And it's out on all consoles as well. Right. Love you. BRB.
Clay is waiting for you inside.
Is, is this one of those streams where they pretend to be asleep? No, I'm back. Sorry about that. The technical issue was my dog. My dog was being a little bitch. But that question has made me laugh a little bit too much, I think. Okay, so.
Ah, you're finally awake. Come this way. Thanks to your defeat of King Vert, we were able to fight off the Archeum. The portal in the sky has closed as well. We were about to be killed by King Vert when your star fragment went into a frenzy and overwhelmed the enemy. If you hadn't been able to defeat him, none of us would have survived. I'm thankful the Elder protected you 10 years ago, so that today we could stand together to defend Wisp Island. Speaking of which, I'm sure you feel guilty over what happened to the Elder. You didn't cause his death. You should know that. Please, don't blame yourself.
Something.
That said, are you alright? Your power, it's clearly too dangerous to leave.
So, you know, the whole being a silent protagonist thing, but giving me a choice which is not a choice. Like, there's only one thing I can say. Why make me do the click?
Such a powerful star fragment makes you a target for the Archeum too. A decade ago, Khazar and Calanthea invaded this island precisely to steal that power for themselves. That power is unpredictable when it's in a frenzy. It will hurt innocent bystanders who get too close.
So what should be done?
Martinet in Castleton, a town in Lasland. She's researching the effects of star fragments. I believe she can help you. Here, take my token. Show this to the storage manager named Melky, and he will help you.
Got it.
When you are ready to leave, touch Luna Zero's head to temporarily enhance your glide ability. That should get you all the way to Castleton. I wish you all the best.
Don't touch your head. No one's ever been so happy to tell me to jump off a cliff before. As I get waved off by a couple of psychos, apparently. The Great Helpy. So it's gone to like a pre-rendered cutscene now. But switching between the two caused a bit of lag. Ah, that lags because it's 30 FPS. It's just so crazy. It's so pretty. There we go, and that slight delay as it's trying to come out of the 30 FPS for a very brief second. Now's your time to ask what the game's called. Fucking hell.
Thanks to the star fragment's power, the island is safe for now.
Achievement unlocked. So I knew there was going to be a lot of people playing. I just didn't expect to come out to this. Or I might have to change my graphic settings if there's going to be this many people. Let's have a look at the shop while we're here, actually. Korean-made games, I don't know how they manage to do it, but they always make me lose interest very quickly. Do you remember when games used to go, oh, you're in a high fantasy game, we're going to give you some high fantasy armor sets? Not, I look like a budget lion tamer. Budget. High end. You can earn points by doing various tasks offered in the battle pass. Okay. Okay, so you can either get a shit ton of gold. So if you do the free path, you can get a shit ton of gold, which I realise on TikTok you can't see. Is that one work? Yeah. 50,000 salat, or solant. Or if you do the paid, there are weapon skins. But not just weapon skins. So there's a new morph there. An emote there, which has a sale price. So if you don't want the emote, you can sell it on the auction house. Growth equipment, yep, that was kind of expected. An appearance change ticket. Don't know what they are, so I won't ask questions right now. I can preview. You can only see like by my shoulder, but look at that cute little guy. And then the weapon chest. Ooh. I mean, it seems like the battle pass itself just kind of accelerates how quickly you level up. And right now, I don't know how dirty that makes me feel. At least you get a pet in the free one. And what I think are recipes. Okay. Not going to think about Battle Pass right now. That is sick. The beard kind of ruins it. I look almost Amish. Oh boy, this is difficult to stream. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to turn down the settings. Or the character count. Let's turn down the character count. Yeah, okay, that's better. Is it live now, the game? DVO, so it's live if you pay for one of the early access packets. But it's set to launch on the 30th or the 1st.
Lord Hobbs of Laslan resisted Revolupius, who had usurped the throne.
So is it beta? No. So this is now,
The Archean
well,
Legion.
full release.
However, Laslan was freed again by the Founders Order, led by Captain Da Vinci, and
Da Vinci.
Allied resistance forces were founded here.
So there's ever any times where I just seem to randomly turn my camera off. It's just because TikTok will delist me for vaping. Okay, so the full release is on the 1st, so that's next Tuesday.
The gods cherish us all.
Do I not get? Oh, I don't like that. So it's giving me the option to choose my reward, right? And there's 3 types of hats. But I can't actually view them. That makes me an unhappy bunny. This is Clay's token. Anar reveals the truth in mysterious ways. I see you have no evil intentions. Martinet is currently in hiding. You will need to find a secret passphrase to meet with her. It's a safety measure to protect her from the Arcanum. So this is the first time I've ever had to read out loud. To get the first part of the passphrase, speak with the local sundries merchant. Tell them that you're looking for a red flower and show them Clay's token. Then you will receive part of the phrase. I can do that.
Take a gander before you head off on your adventure. I'm sure you'll find. Do you need anything? Yes. Welcome. Good. I see you have Clay's token. Suspicious folk have been asking about Martinet lately. We suspect they're with the Archean. I don't know what those Archean bastards want with her. But under these circumstances, we have no choice but to be wary of outsiders seeking Martinet.
Martinet.
Oh, sorry for stalling. You need the rest of the passphrase to find Martinet. The first part of the phrase is the light fragment. Ask the skills researcher for the other half. Just say you're looking for a red flower.
That was close. I can't believe the ghastly tales were true.
I love that I could just get on the roof.
Do you want to learn a new skill?
So, Clay sent you. The second half of the password is Whispers. You want to meet with Martinet? Head to the Castleton Infirmary on the north side of town. Say the password, and you'll be allowed to enter.
By the way, many of the townsfolk, including myself, have been brought to health by Martinet's healing skills. Please take care not to let anything happen to her. Keep an eye out for anyone suspicious on your tail, just in case.
At first, Melky pretended not to know anything about Martinet. It turns out she had gone into hiding, fearing the Archeum Legion. When you showed Clay's token to the villagers, told you where to go, and gave you the full password, the Light Fragment Whispers.
I'm finding that more jarring than anything.
I can't believe the ghastly tales were true.
It's as if they just added the narrator from Baldur's Gate, but without making you aware that there was a narrator. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I might need to make more changes again. So I think this is very much how early access is going to be. I didn't even change it. Look at them all.
I wasn't expecting any visitors. I haven't seen you around before, so what brings you here? I see. Clay sent you to me because of my research. The truth is, my sister Adriana also suffers from bouts of mana frenzy. I've been searching for a cure. If you're suffering from the effects of mana frenzy as well, a mana calming potion can alleviate your symptoms. I'd brew one for you, but I just used my last batch of ingredients, and unfortunately I must stay here for the time being. Then I'll tell you where to go.
Go in achievement hunting. Go in ingredient hunting.
You'll be able to find some rancid powder. Bring me some rancid powder, and I'll make you an improved mana calming potion. You know how to use waypoints, right? If you aren't sure, go ask Priestess Grace. Using them makes it a breeze to return after procuring materials. Oh dear. You look...
Unwell.
Your symptoms are clearly getting worse. Hurry, bring me some rancid powder.
You appear to be becoming more ill. Now be quick, so we can fix this.
Castleton Infirmary has been closed for some time, due to rumors that the Archeum Legion was hunting Martinet. It was to trick them into thinking that Martinet, who had worked as a healer there, had left. While in hiding, she is still researching a cure for her sister's star fragment side effects.
May I? You still have unanswered questions, I see. Waypoints are one of the great...
Yeah, like how do you see through that crown on your face?
They allow you to instantly traverse from one location to a...
Okay, waypoints.
Play. Try placing your hand on the waypoints in the plaza and at the Golden Rye pastures. Afterwards, talk to the Resistance officer Ashton. He'll...
I mean, I don't... So, did I... Oh, don't tell me I've like soft locked myself out of the game already. Lux, or Vierne Lux. So this is Throne and Liberty. It's out in early access now. You can play it on Steam, PS5, and Xbox Series S and X. That is if you buy into the early access. The earliest, or the cheapest package is 30 odd quid. Otherwise, it's going to be a free-to-play MMO. That's fully releasing on the 1st of October, so next Tuesday. Yeah, I think I broke the game. Unless they want me to. And Nasa, thank you very much for the like.
Revolupius, who had usurped the throne, but his dominion was taken by the Archean Legion. However, Laslan was freed again by the Founder's Order.
Yeah, also, actually, it's a good point. With the game coming out on consoles as well, PC does have controller support too. Okay, so I genuinely had to watch that cutscene again. Brilliant. Off we go then. Invis. Is that Invis? Turn up like in a video. Not even saying hi. What a bastard.
This was once the most prosperous granary in Laslan, but after the cursed rain came, it became infested with strangely enlarged pests. People
Hey, Invis. How are you doing, buddy?
The Einar Priestess Grace introduced waypoints as a great integration of Vanillux's magic. Teleportation was a rare skill that was only used by a few wizards. When the wizard Clay completed the schema for waypoints, it enabled anyone to teleport freely.
That's what I like to hear. So I know some people complain about games that have got like phasing in place, but just looking at the general chaos of what's going on here, I would very much like phasing to be in place. Okay, so the distance with the bow is not that bad, actually. Did I get anything? How's the game? We game? We game. I mean, so far I really like it. It's very pretty. But as you can see, it's a bit chaotic right now. Did I get anything cool? Yeah, so each pack came with like different levels of cosmetics and some morphs. I think from the second pack onwards, you can get access to there's like some cosmetic armor. I didn't like the look of the cosmetic armor, so it was like 50 odd quid. I don't mind paying £30 odd to get early access for a game I'm excited about, and then it, not meeting the hype. Would you enjoy this game? It's a very good question. It doesn't fall within your usual category of 2 games. I mean, look, I think that's the beauty of it, right? It is going to be free to play. Yes, I'm paying early. That's because it's been a very long time since an MMO came out. And MMOs give me a bit of a... So even if I don't like it, I can at least say that I've played it. For everyone else, when it comes out as free, it's worth giving it a try.
What should I do?
How can I help you? Do you need something from the master? Rancid powder? Well, I know how to make it, but... no. Please forget what I just said. I can't.
Rancid powder doesn't sound nice.
What if I just tell you the ingredients you need and you can gather them and find them yourself? Collect decomposed hearts from violent harvesters, poison
Yep,
from
that's why.
and contaminated horns from scarabs. Come back here with all of those, and I'll give you the last ingredient. Then, if you take all the ingredients to Windhill Shores and find my master, he'll make the powder for you.
In the apothecary at the Goldenrye pastures works the always gloomy Oliver, the herbalist's apprentice. Oliver has been an apprentice there for some time.
You see, the real question is like when this game, because this game has gone through changes.
You've heard that the locals pitied the
When it first came out, did it have
who suffered under his eccentric master.
what I can only describe as Baldur's Gate's narrator? I'm gonna sneeze. Hey, Josie. Why'd you turn up when I sneeze? Oh, you're the curse.
The main ingredients for rancid powder can be acquired from harvesters and insects in the Goldenrye pastures. They are the decomposed heart of a harvester, which controls magical power, a wasp's sting, which controls magical toxicity, and a contaminated scarab plume, which has a tonic effect.
Bye, Josie.
These ingredients are highly toxic on their own, but highly effective together.
Okay, RNG for level ups is frightening. Right, I mean, I know everyone's kind of grinding here. I don't want to grind here.
What should I do?
Okay, can I have a look at... Okay, so in terms of one of the reasons why you might like it is that all areas have got something to do. So adventure seems to be your story, and then you've got your exploration stuff, and then as you hit different criteria, as you do all the bits and pieces, they will then start to give you different rewards. Jon Snow. So this is Throne and Liberty. It's an MMO. It's available on Steam. Hey, was that just because I went Jon Snow? Yes. So, Throne and Liberty, MMO on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation 5, and it does have controller support, as you would hope with console release. Also, the controller support is also active on PC. And when you do... it's going to be free to play. It's coming out on the 1st, so next Tuesday. You can pay for early access, so that's what I've done. I paid for the 30-something pound version of the game, or the early access pack.
Welcome to Mandrake Farmstead, where we grow 'em with love from seed to harvest.
That was very,
If it's fresh mandrakes
very
you need,
slowly
you've come to the right farm.
verging on being a very racist accent. Thank you, looks very good. Gonna get it when it comes out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely worth it. Early doors, but I think it's worth it. It's been a long time since we've had an MMO that's come out. And I know for a good chunk of people, they'll be like, oh, it's because they're dying, but
I've just run out of roots.
I think this looks pretty cool.
How about collecting as many as you need yourself? And in exchange, you can have everything for free. Then try harvesting the roots from the
You'll get them
mandrakes
yourself.
in the field.
If you get them yourself, you don't have to pay
By
for
the
them.
way, mandrakes will turn violent when you try to harvest their roots, so be extra careful.
Yeah, it's alright. I've watched Harry Potter. Do you know what? I'm just going to try using the action mode for a while. Uncomfortable watching it respawn. Alright, what we're doing here. Yeah, we're not going from the door. Okay.
Oh, what do I do? I must start the experiment soon. I was planning to conduct an experiment today, but my assistant didn't show up. Can you help me out? Thank you. So, for your first task, please fetch the bucket over there. It's under the roof and has been catching rainwater. In the meantime, I'll set up the experiment. Please bring the bucket inside the lab.
Okay, I kind of thought I was just going to set it as my main THC. This is Throne and Liberty. It's a newly released MMO. It's out on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. The full release is going to be on the 1st. You can pay for early access. The cheapest package being like £30-something. It's been a while since we've had an MMO. And it's a pretty MMO at that. And that was the thing that attracted me to it. Crossplay.
You're just in time. I just finished setting up the experiment. I want to see how rainwater of a certain composition affects this area. I'm going to mix these ingredients in the rainwater you brought to make the experimental rainwater.
Hey! Thank you very much for the follow.
I want you to sprinkle that rainwater on the scarab and observe while it's wet.
Not the first person who's tricked me with that line.
Ingredients in the rainwater. It's almost done. I've created the experimental.
And thank you very much for the like of the video as well. That's a lot of rainwater.
Be careful. Scarabs can become hostile suddenly when they are soaking wet from rain.
I'm realizing that some of my chat bots aren't working. Venom, I am going to answer your question in just a moment when I fix whatever's going on. Hello, Venom. All I got on my side, because my chat integration didn't work, was... Heh. So let me try and figure out why that was doing that. An error has occurred, so I'm just going to ignore the error. So I'm just going to move you over there. Oh, let's make that. How is the greatsword? I haven't tried it yet. Oh, Discord, you little bitch. Not Discord. Streamlabs. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I haven't tried greatsword yet. I'm currently using wand and longbow. But you know what? Before I invest in any points into anything, we should probably do it ourselves, shouldn't we? So let's try greatsword. And would have been nice if they changed my abilities around as well, but they have not. So, oh, I can do it. There we go. Okay. Happy to mark the enemy. Love a quick fire and love a recoil shot. So when we go outside, I will try greatsword. Is the combat good? So I'm enjoying it. like cinematic thing, you know, like Dark Souls. It's definitely not like Dark Souls. I think if you go in with the expectation it would be like Dark Souls, you're going to be upset or disappointed. Although, do you know what? I think you could probably play it in a similar sort of way. Right, so let's leave the lab. So there are 2 ways to play it. Okay. It's more tab targeting than what New World is, because New World is very action based. So I was told that I can dodge, however I haven't managed to do it, which I will quickly check my settings now to see if it's been a dick. Let's have a look. But there is a dodge. But you will have to come back to me when I figure out how to actually dodge. But there are blocks, so you can manually block. And you can switch between both of your weapons that you've got equipped quite easily as well. Let's probably finish off what I was fighting. I mean, it'll get... I mean, I like it. And I like that there will be more depth as I level up. I think one of the issues with some of the pre-releases is that when specific content creators got like earlier access to kind of show off the game a bit more. But when they logged in, they were max level. So they logged in and they were like, oh, you're level 50 now. Right, we are in trouble because I ran in here and just started hitting everything. You mean it's too far away? It's right in front of me. Yeah. So when you start doing your actual normal basic attacks, there you go. So there was the parry. Parry was quite tidy actually. So with melee weapons, as you see that there was that purple line. If I press Q, which is my block, at the right time I negate all damage by the look of it. Can you hide all the health bar systems in the UI? Probably. And in fact, I think it will automatically change if it detects if you switch over to controller. But I'm honestly frightened to switch over to controller right now. What were the other weapons? That one, that one. Okay. Oh, I sidestepped. Not you, I just ask. I think you can do it. Because there does seem to be a fair amount of customization with bits and pieces. Right, so it wasn't... Set straw ablaze. Yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting for a Dark Souls-y MMO as well. Just because as soon as we get to that point, life's just going to be very complicated. Right, so do I just have to, like, genuinely just find straw, or... Okay, that helps. Nice. So after completing all the quests in that area, all the side quests, I can choose my reward, which is quite boring this time around. I can have meat and onion soup, roasted honey apple, quality sweet grilled mushrooms, or a fried egg. And we're going to go for the meat and onion soup because it gives us more defense. Thanks for the great stream. I've got to go to bed working tomorrow. All the best. Well, THC, thank you very much for turning up today. And thank you for the follow as well. How's the feeling in the game? What games remind you of the most? It reminds me of a fair few bits and pieces, if I'm honest with you. Like, there's definitely a bit of Guild Wars in it. There's definitely a bit of Lineage in it. Having the voice acting and just having some nice story as well. It reminds me a bit of Final Fantasy.
While you search for treasures hidden in ships wrecked by storms and chests that have been drifting, you will encounter the masters of the coastline. From a distance, they look like normal crustaceans, but when you get up close,
Stations?
they pose a greater threat than you anticipated.
But also just bits and pieces like this, the way that they build out or round out the world. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Venom. So the reason why I keep pausing is because clearly some of my my Streamlabs settings aren't working, so I'm having to move my window around so I can see what's going on. And Walnut Whip, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. Forgive me if this has been asked previously, but what's the name of the game? Walnut. So this is Throne and Liberty. It's available on PC, Xbox, and on PlayStation. The full release date is going to be on the Fast. And if you want to play it right now, you have to do the early access bits and pieces. So you have to go and buy one of 3 packs, which are currently available. The cheapest one, which is also the one that I bought, is £30-something. No, you were very welcome, and thank you very much for the follow as well. I'm sorry if there was a delay there between me answering the question. Talk to the herbalist.
What brings you here? Huh? These are the ingredients needed to make rancid powder. Martinet must have sent you. But how did you know about these ingredients?
Also, I just can't help, but it's just so nice to have voice acting in an MMO.
Oliver, that clever boy. How did he figure this out already? He's quite bright.
It's quite bright.
Herbalists have to go to perilous places to acquire ingredients. But Oliver can't even stand the sight of a mere ant. I'm waiting for him to overcome his fears.
Yeah, got to move everything around. Let's have a look. Broke it. Let's try that again. Yes, I wonder, but it needs to pay my BMW. Well, do you know what? That's fair. I mean, I don't think there's going to be waiting a few days. Everything's going to be. I believe early access people are left on a server on their own for a little bit, and then they'll open it up so you can transfer to other servers.
After acquiring the last ingredient from the Mandrake farmstead, you were able to meet the herbalist Wilson. He always entrusted the apothecary to his apprentice and collected herbs alone. He had to venture to all sorts of dangerous areas to get medicinal herbs, but his pupil was a coward who would flee at the sight of an ant.
Now, that's the first time I've actually teleported somewhere. That was sick.
Is there someone out there? Can anyone help me? Did you bring the ingredient? You're back so soon. Did you find rancid powder? How are you feeling? Have you gotten any worse? I'm glad you're all right. The rancid powder you brought is high quality. I'll make the mana calming potion for you right away.
And while they're doing that, what was I using? A wand.
All right, here you are. Why don't you try it and see how it works?
That's where I get turned to a toad or something.
How are you? Are you feeling any better? Just as I thought. It's much more
Also,
effective.
when compared, like, I know this is early access,
But I didn't expect the results to be this good. The calming potion
so you
is
sure you've got a
very
dodge?
effective this time. I need to bring this to my sister
It was
right away.
mentioned in the tutorial. It's just that for some reason I just couldn't do it, and I'm not sure. It has to be that I'm pushing the wrong button.
Thank you. This is the same calming potion that I made you. Please, bring this to Mina at
It's usually a case that I push the wrong button.
Only Mina knows where my sister is, you see. Zeroth's men might follow me and find my sister if I go see her myself. Yes, Zareth, the leader of Laslin's Archeum unit. He's one of the Khazar's top commanders. He wants the power of my sister's star fragment and will stop at nothing to get it. You see, if the power is strong enough, the mana will go into a frenzy. The calming potion is controlling your power for now, but you can't hide from Zareth forever. Please be careful.
The effect of the mana calming potion that Martinet made was incredible. Soon after you drank the potion, you could feel your magic begin to settle down. Martinet, who had been researching a way to relieve her older sister Adriana's pain for so long, finally succeeded in creating a potion more effective than her other attempts.
See, now I'm doubting myself. Was there a dodge? Did I make it up? Matt, so we've all heard about the pay-to-win PvP rumors. How's the PvE? So far, PvE seems great. I think the rumors of pay-to-win. So my understanding is that you can pay, you can put money into the game, and that you can then use that currency in the auction house. So it effectively means that if you don't have the time to grind for, I mean, it sounds shitty, right? Because it sounds like I'm trying to justify it. I think it's a shit idea, because people will, if you've got the money, why grind for a boss and stuff when you can just put money into the game to then get that loot from the auction house, right? So I guess, I mean, yeah. But so far, the only pay to win stuff that I've seen is that if you buy the battle pass, it seems to help you accelerate your character's growth. I think is in the keyboard. Well, I think it's in keyboard as well, but I'm still checking through everything because I'm a muppet. Oh yeah, that was the most jarring thing in the world as well. It's got text to speech. I didn't like that. As you turn on the game and it starts shouting at you. Unless the dodge was something contextual. Yeah, maybe I was wrong about dodge. Can I bring up tutorial again? No. I don't know what a leveling pass is. I'm frightened to look into it. Yeah, possibly I was wrong, Venom. A J.J. Abrams movie. Well, AJJ. This is Throne and Liberty. It's a new MMO that's just come out. It's currently in the early access period. So if you buy one of the packs, you can get 5 days early access. The game is set to release free to play for everyone on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation next Tuesday. Yeah, sorry, Venom. I think it was a... It could have been a different ability I was using or something like that. Right. Skills for my weapon. You will still pass me. What do you mean you'll still pass me? Yeah, maybe it is just a skill. Open she's the... Right, we're off on an adventure. This teleport, though, you have a 5-day head start or pass you in level. Probably. Oh, but here's the thing. How big's the map? That big, seemingly. But I can only go into these places so far and over there. I don't know if this is all open yet. I think there's like a gradual increase of the map. And from some of the bits and pieces that I've seen, the Korean player base have got an expansion to the map. So they've got some content that we don't have. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do... So, my mind has just gone, I don't want Invis to overtake me, so I'm just going to... I'm just going to go straight for all the content. But no, I'm going to go do the side content while we are progressing through. Is there a housing system? I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I've seen, anyway.
From the Lightbringer Society. Periodically, I check the creature contamination levels from the cursed rains that have fallen on this area. To do that, I must take a sample from those scary-looking creatures and place it in a contamination meter. But...
Hey, Venom, good night to you as well. Thanks for popping in on the stream on YouTube. And thanks for being able to chat to as well.
Please defeat the creatures on the shores. Collect their samples and put them in a contamination meter. I'm a bit of a coastal biophobe. Every survey cycle is a struggle for me.
Okay, so are there factions or clan type things? Yes, there's guilds. One of the key selling points of the game is the fact that it does have guild v guild combat. I'm just going to put my phone on charge because it has just died. So I will give me 2 seconds. I'm going to close my back door. Wait. Yeah, so one of the biggest selling points of the game is that there is quite a big focus on PvP compared to where, compared to like some of the other stuff that we've played. It's probably worth mentioning as well that I assumed that you would go some sort of heavy, brawlery, tanky style character in Viz, so I'm going mostly healer. Okay, fair. Then what I might do is switch to, instead of longbow, I might go sword and shield so I got some support and I can tank. Prefer glass clan and DPS builds. I want to know if KD's going to play. That's the point. Actually, I should probably equip that armor now. Ah, all the buttons. P. Well, the good thing is I prefer being a paladin anyway. Boop, 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 boop. Is there a dedicated healing build? Dedicating seems to be a weird word in this game. So there's a healing build. That's all I got. The the wand seems to be the healing weapon. The main reason why most healers are using a bow is because, unlike, say, WoW, you've got where in WoW you were pretty much, if you're going healer, you're a dedicated healer. That's all you pretty much do, unless some of that meta has changed now, where you do a little bit of DPS. It's more aligned with like Final Fantasy 14, where as a healer, your goal is to keep everyone alive and do as much damage as you possibly can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the curse, take the heal. Yes, dual crossbows. Think Diablo 3, Demon Hunter. And there are dual daggers as well. Right, okay. Yeah, when I think back to WoW and when I was healing in WoW,
Thank you so much for your help.
I think I was playing Paladin the last time I ever healed in that game. Okay, so it looks like we're fighting over resources in this game. That's kind of fine. You don't strike me as a druid type player. I don't know why. Although, to be fair, I can imagine that you would enjoy being a bear. But that's less of a judgment, more of a sexual thing.
How can I help you? Seeing that you brought the calming potion, I'm pretty sure that Martinet must have sent you.
Hey, KD. Just turning my camera off.
Such a hurry.
Thank you very much for the heart.
Worked out well for her. Sorry, but Adriana isn't exactly here right now.
The news from Nina was unexpected. Zeroth's spies were closing in on Adriana's hideout, forcing her to flee. Martinet's potion was still not effective enough to control her mana completely, so she set out to find a way to quell her frenzied mana on her own.
I love how I've got a status effect, which is you are wet. Like, I am excited to be here. Ah, there we go. But on my old game, PW, Perfect World. Is that what PW is? Did you like that? Perfect World. You're like one of 5 people that weren't bots that played that. As I adjust my glasses, like, Sounds like people are moving behind the entrance.
Unfortunately, we're a bit late. That one must have taken Adriana away.
You have a star fragment just like that girl. I won't be going home empty-handed after all. You dare interfere with our plans?
I can't believe they just attacked my teddy bear. Oh, there we go.
Hand over the star fragment. I can't lose to some kid.
You're immune to knockback. You can do one.
I'll take your star fragment, even if I have to pry it from your core. You won't be able to escape Lord Kazar until the day you die.
I can't forget that horrible nightmare I had. So many people in despair. All of them.
It's so weird how some of it's. I mean, it's high quality than say like Once Human,
It's agonizing.
but
Just can't give up.
I don't understand why some of it's not voice acting and some is. Yeah, it was full on 3 plus attack level gems plus 12 ref full sage assassin. Words. I never played it that much. Perfect World, because of the automatic movement, started to get on my wick a bit.
I felt someone's presence in my sleep. I thought it was just Mina at first, but then I could tell from the heavy footsteps that the intruder was someone I didn't know. I quickly hid myself and watched the intruder pass by. The pattern engraved on their sword meant that they were part of the Archeum Legion.
Basically a one-man killing fish. Fair, okay.
Just why are the Archeum looking for me again? I can't allow that tragedy to be repeated. It's probably time for me to leave. At the very least, Martinet will be safe.
The Archeum Legion attacked the lighthouse where Adriana had been hiding, seeking the power of a star fragment. Only after defeating them did you discover her research papers and a diary she had left behind. There, she had clearly recorded the difficult times she had been through.
Right, we need to stop a second. So your real life ex was a cleric? I just need clarification on what you mean by real life. We're all friends here. I have to know now. You knew the wording of that was going to trigger me. Trigger. Intrigue you. You can... My ex, who I was supposed to... Right, okay. Is that what... Okay. You can rotate the object of investigation by dragging on left or right click. hold down where the cursor changes to to manipulate it. Okay, but to what extent should... I mean, I'm investigating. It's a book. How much do you want me to touch the... Right. Is this another case of me being really dumb with the puzzle? It was. There's nothing special here. Look at the objects inside the book. There's only so much I can look at it.
Just who was Janice Carter anyway? She recognized my power immediately and knew that as long as I possessed it, I would be targeted by Archeum for the rest of my life.
She ended up telling me that the only way to truly be free from the Archeum was to leave as soon as possible and find some way to gain control over my power. You found a document which contained details about Janice Carter, someone Adriana had met. Janice, recognizing the strength of the star fragment that Adriana had, advised her that the only way to be free from the Archeum was to leave as soon as possible and find a way to control her power.
It looks like she spent a lot of time in this chair. Oscar, this is Throne and Liberty. This is Throne and Liberty. It's a new MMO that's come out that's been published by Amazon Games. It's currently in early access. So if you want to pay one of the, the early fees for it. Otherwise, next Tuesday is when the game fully launches, and it's going to be free to play. How long have I been streaming for? What, today, or just in general? In Viz, how do you unlock more animal forms? So I don't know. Some of it is in the cash store. And then there's other ones which you apparently unlock as you progress through the story. There are drops which are from bosses as well. Yeah, sorry, you're right. For me, early access and head start, because they're kind of sometimes they're the same, because you're paying to get early access to the game, which is giving you that head start. Today, so I've been streaming now for 2 hours and 18 minutes on TikTok and YouTube.
In the aftermath, Adriana was beset by unspeakable disfigurations, swallowed by guilt over her role in causing the...
See, I thought you were about to call me a good duck. Which I would have also appreciated, but thank you very much. Thank you for the good luck. And thank you very much for the follow, Oscar. You right there, pal?
I can't just jump off the cliff.
that got dark very quickly.
I'm researching the contaminated beings of Windhill Shores. I've noticed an unknown contaminant on the floating plank in the sea, but I haven't been able to identify what it is. I only have a small amount of time to get the magic potion out of the water and onto the contaminant. Really? You must apply it to the contaminant within the time limit. Be careful not to let them...
Bananas. Yeah, fucked that up. I'm an otter. Oh, this camera mode's horrible. Yeah, okay, so I do have to go back up. Because I'm a moron. I was kind of expecting another hook point, but... Why are you bored, KD? Talk to Colin. Right, I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. There we go. Nailed it that time.
It was a large stone crab. Thank you so much.
So, while I acknowledge that they're not doing that much damage to me, it also feels like I'm not doing that much damage to them. That's such a weird caveat. Defeat one which is affected by either the rain or the seawater. Okay, so just push him into the water, right? Steady? Lad. This is Throne and Liberty. It's in Head Start now if you want to pay for one of the early access packets. And it's available on Steam and Xbox and on PlayStation. And so far, like I'm now about to be 2.5 hours in. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm running. I could just teleport. Hey! Thank you very much for the follow.
Adventurer, because of you, I was able to hear about my sister before it was too late. Thank you. Now that her hiding
So
place has
it's
been
not.
closed, so I
There's
urge
no
you to
different
take care
races.
before it's
Everyone
too
is just
late.
human.
I wish I could be calming when we meet again.
There's less. It's less about jobs or character classes or anything like that. So you build your class based on the sort of weapons that you want to use. So at the moment, I've got a sword and shield and a wand. So I'm effectively building myself out like I'm a paladin, so I can tank and heal myself. But you can switch these weapons out. The other weapon types are greatsword, dual daggers, dual crossbows, longbows, staffs, and then the wand and the sword and shield that I'm using. So you can just freely build it as you want. And before I forget, I'm just turning my camera off so I don't get booted by TikTok. Yeah, if you've ever played Diablo 3 with the Demon Hunter, it's pretty much that. Yep.
In the past, when Archeum had taken Martinet hostage,
Is there someone out there? Can anyone help me? Can anyone help me?
Let's see. So I will go for another sword. I'm going to go for another sword and shield this time. From what I've seen so far, max level appears to be level 50. I bet you can't fire infinite arrows like in Diablo 3, though. No. I mean, you do get a... I can't remember the name of the abilities, but you know where you would spin in a circle and just fire anything in an AoE fashion? That's what happens here. Throne and Liberty. I don't know if that's shown on my screen, but at the top there.
There isn't that much time left. Oh, what should I do? There's something that I desperately need, but no one will even listen to me. Couldn't you find it in your heart to help me out, adventurer?
Do you know what? I own Greedfall, but I still haven't played it. And I've saw that the second one's out now. And I'm like, oh, ho, 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 ho.
Have you ever heard of this monster known as Iskale the Greyfanged?
The graphics are good. I've had to turn it down quite a bit because, well,
In my younger days,
it's day one of Head Start, right? So this town is full of people.
the only reason I'm alive to speak to you about this today is that Henry, the Lord's son, came to rescue me and the other children. He heroically sacrificed his own life to defend.
Do you know what, Blazer? I don't mind a short game as long as it's good.
I tried to visit Henry's grave in Castleton Abbey to leave some offerings. Last time, I made some gloves for him using the hide of a rabbit that I caught.
Connor, this is Throne and Liberty. It's an MMO. Today's the first day of Head Start. It's officially releasing as a free-to-play next Tuesday. And it's on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Held in Henry's memory. I wish I could get one of those keepsakes and bring it to Henry's grave, but I'm still too young to participate in the contest. You don't mind? You'll really get one of those keepsakes for me? If that's the case, then No, never mind. Actually, it would be nice if I could have 2 of these keepsakes. Do you think it'd be possible to get 2?
So I haven't tried it with controller yet.
Thank you so much, adventurer.
But the game does have 2 different modes.
Lord's residence in Castleton.
And I'll quickly switch in just a second.
Participate.
Brother, this way. Come over here for a second.
So, now that'll stop vaping. So at the moment I'm in, normal MMO mode. Yeah, tab target in, click to interact. If I press V, it switches to a more action style. Which is what I would imagine the controller would play like, apart from their key bindings are a bit different. And from the screenshots that I've seen, I think you've got 4 diamonds. So you either hold R2, L2, R1, L1 maybe, and then you push triangle or whatever your buttons are with the buttons that are in there. Matty and Mark. So this is Throne and Liberty. It's an MMO. It's available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's currently in its Head Start phase, so if you want to pay £30 minimum, because there's 3 different tiers, you can get access to the Head Start, or if you wait till next Tuesday, the game's launching as a free-to-play. I'm just taking my headset off for a second so I can charge my vape. 2 seconds. Haha, Natty, thank you very much for the follow. No, you're very welcome. And Connor, thank you very much for the follow. You look at... Let's have a look. So if I put my settings back up, because I have had to put them down a bit just because of how many people are around. Where's crowd? Character count. So if I put it on epic... You see how many people there are and how many there are in the distance as well? It is busy. So I'm going to turn shadow down lower, I think. There we go. The game's popping off. But again, you know, it's been a while since we've had an MMO release. Yeah, yeah, like Stormwind and WoW, or Dalaran, depending on the expansion. So I'm getting the sound, so I'm not getting the notification. Thank you very much for the GGs. Fucking 40 GGs, thank you so much. We're going to listen to this 40 times. KD. No, don't never apologise. It's my fault for not changing the settings. So the first time that we realised that my settings were off, I kept changing the sounds. I mean, it does fit the game. Some serious spitting. Okay, so maybe I will... I'm also realising that my custom goal's not updating as it should do. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, if I apply anything else, you're like, ah, it's really cool.
Your phone ringing. Your phone ringing. Big boy, come pick up your phone. How you know pick up your phone? Your phone ringing.
I can't find the Hawk Tour anymore.
Goodbye.
Oh, where'd it go? I mean, it does. It's uwu as fuck. I can't find the Hawk Tour. There you go. Oh my god. Storage manager. Speak to the storage manager. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Tomorrow, be sure to jump in your stream again. Yeah, mate. You know, thank you very much for turning up today. Okay. Yeah, man, you too. There we go. Right, speak with the store manager.
You look more composed than last time, so I guess it went well. Anyway, I thought as much. If you, brother, let me tell you something I learned from one of my other customers. When you perform a transfer,
Yeah, I changed it now to 1.
to the new equipment. It's much more efficient than upgrading new gear from scratch. So, brother, remember to upgrade every piece of equipment as much as you can.
Lesson learned.
Transferring power means you never have to throw away a piece of equipment. So feel free to upgrade as much as you'd like. It's easy.
Right, so that's a trap. Right, so to upgrade equipment. So it's not like your normal MMO where you constantly getting gear thrown at you, right? So you've got to upgrade your gear as you're going along. But to do that, you need growth stones. Growth stones require you to do the questing and stuff like that. There's daily contracts that you need to do, which can also grant you growth stones. Depending on the type of gear that you got, you need a certain quality of growth stone to be able to make sure that you are leveling up that equipment. You can level up the growth stones and you can level down the growth stones, but you are effectively, while you can continue to level, you are also capping yourself depending on how much or how little you do on a daily basis. I don't know if that made sense. That felt like more than a rant. It's the truth, but like that's the way that it works.
Melky, the storage manager, advised you to get ready for the battle against Arceum, and taught you how to effectively upgrade your equipment. You can now own even stronger equipment by upgrading it.
So Tuesday it's free to play, yeah. Tuesday will be the launch of free to play. And what they've done, or apparently what they're doing, is they're separate. They're segregating the servers. So anyone that's done early access or head start will be on a separate server for a time while everyone else is catching up. It's a good question. I mean, I don't know what it would be like on console. Steam. You're not going to tell me how big it was, were you? Invested. Ah. So on Steam, it was 63 gigabytes. And I've been disconnected from the server. Oh boy. Well, I mean, that was the thing. So right, let's not get rid of you accidentally. Throne and Liberty server status. Right, I'm not meaning to get close in a romantic sense. I need to get around my microphone. Well, this is telling me that Conquest is up, and spit on it first. No, I like my microphone. So this is telling me that it's up. I would argue that's a filthy fucking lie. Okay, let's do this old school. And let's ignore that. Again, I'd argue you're not running. So these are the things I've installed on Steam. On YouTube, I'm definitely editing this part out. There we go. I'm happy there are achievements, though. I'm such an achievement whore. There's nothing awkward about this. There's everything awkward about this. There we go. Thank you very much for the 5 GGs. Anything to break up the awkward silence.
Not supported.
What, my language? Oh, there we go. Hey, G. Is it free to play? The free to play is launching next Tuesday. At the moment, it's the early access head start. So yeah, if you want to buy one of the 3 packs on either PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, then you can start playing from today. However, as you can see, I'm struggling. Connection timeout. That was 10 months ago. Yeah, it is Sod's Law. I mean, I put in... Well, apparently, as I'm running on Google now, it says it could be any reason why this is happening. Because the servers appear to be up and running. It is apparently a flaw in the game itself. Well, that's what I would have thought. If it wasn't for the fact... Server status... Oh yeah, I do love online games in the 21st century. Eastern Americas is not me. Conquest busy. So it could be that loads of other people have been kicked off as well. So, like, admittedly, the fact that I was able to play for 2.5 hours without any problems, I'm still quite happy about. So tell us about character looks. What do you want to know? So you can fully customize your character from the start. Their face, body shape, different hairs. There's some beards in there. I don't know if women can have beards. If you are into Tolkien's style dwarves. I wanted a beard that was similar to mine. I couldn't get it. So I had to go for one more platin. Because if I'm honest with you, I'm a fancy bitch. Good luck to you, sir. Hope you get some more game time. Peace out. Well, thank you very much for stopping in, G. Joy! Do armor get different looks? Yes. There are different armor sets. It just seems that at the beginning, your armor doesn't seem to change that much. You know, when I think about it, or when I compare it to like WoW or Final Fantasy 14, I probably would have changed, like, first time going through, I probably would have changed armor sets like 3-4 times. There are cosmetic stuff, bits and pieces, which look kind of cool. I realise that's kind of an undersell right now. Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Well, I say there's nothing wrong playing on private. I mean, Daddy Blizzard disagrees with that, but I mean, I was very close to buying the latest expansion. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that I knew that this was around the corner, I probably would have. Okay, so we're going to, once again, try and kick out. But I don't want to pay for a monthly for a game anymore. When it comes to WoW, what do I? I feel that my bang for my buck. I've never known where it was going. I think they have been introducing more content to it as time has gone on, whereas in the past you didn't really get that many you did in original up to Wrath of the Lich King. I felt like there was a decent amount of patches or good time between patches, but then you get a good chunk of content. Final Fantasy 14, happy to pay a subscription for, because I know exactly what I'm getting every 3 months. Not that I'm playing 14 at the moment, but I know what I'd be getting. I am weirdly a fan of battle passes, as long as there's cosmetics in there. I would love a good cosmetic battle pass. So, if this doesn't work this time, what I will say is I will probably have to leave it there for tonight. But I do hope that it will launch me back in.
Language not supported.
Language is not supported. Way! It didn't like the threat. Yeah, so like there's definitely some really cool looks. The problem is with the beard that my character has, like this look, I look very Amish. I think if I took the hat off, I'd probably be fine. With this one though, I don't really know what's going on there. But that's just, let's be honest, this is just Korean games over and over, right? Like, so this was the reason why I didn't pay for the next tier up, because I'm pretty sure this was the outfit. And yeah, so I think I made the right choice. Right, so go over that conversation again.
So many things to do. Making arrangements for the contest, checking up on the farm. I know that you've come a long way, but our situation is pretty bad. We might even have to shut down the contest at this rate. We must lure the wolves to proceed with the contest, but the bait we've been using just isn't working. Lord Hobbs cherishes this contest,
He hasn't missed a single one. You have no idea how much trouble I'll be in if this year's event falls flat. Oh, wait. If you're here for the contest, can you please help me? I need some ingredients to make a new...
Yeah, man, no, thank you very much for jumping in today, and thank you for the follow, and thank you for the GGs. I'm normally streaming like every day, and if you do happen to miss any of my streams, they're also on our YouTube channel as well. So if you want to cover yourself in Colin, the option's there. I'm never going to say if you want to cover yourself in Colin ever again. Whoops.
Also, investigate any chests that are left in the wrecks. They often contain fishing bait, which is quite effective as well. Please remember, Crackle are difficult prey to hunt, so you should equip at least uncommon level armor. Why don't you pay a visit to armor crafter Rachel? I've already dropped a word with her.
We haven't even finished the conversation. You're like, there's a guy's going to turn up.
Dave, the Lord's aide, was concerned that the bait he was using for the wolf hunting contest wasn't effective enough. He decided to solve this problem by developing a new kind. To get a keepsake for Soyuri, you must first gather the ingredients for this new bait from Windhill Shores.
that our aide mentioned. So, you're off to hunt Crackle? That means you're in need of some tough armor. Usually, you need to bring materials to crafters like us to make armor. Since you came through Dave's introduction, I will provide the materials just this one time. Try crafting the armor you need.
Everyone's so polite.
The Lord's aide Dave introduced you to an armorsmith at Castleton named Rachel. Rachel gave you some materials and told you to craft some armor.
Oh shit, okay. So I thought the lithographs were used for like recipes, right? They're not. They're actually a part of the recipe itself. The first piece of advice is probably to build a cape.
One day I want to craft armor that can defend against any attack.
Okay, so we'll stick with that for now. Can I take this? No, yeah, cool. Right.
Oh, not a bad job at all. Now, upgrade the armor. You know how, right? Just like weapons, armor can be upgraded too. The more you upgrade your armor, the more damage it can withstand. That's all I can teach you for now. Keep crafting and upgrading.
You successfully crafted armor using Rachel's materials. You will bring more materials you find on the road to a crafter to make other types of armor.
I've forgotten how to upgrade it. That one.
Rachel told you to develop your armor to withstand high-impact attacks. You'll have to learn to craft better armor pieces and improve them to prepare for tougher fights ahead.
If you want armor that's perfect for you, you have to craft it. Come back soon.
Okay, we're now starting to look the part.
Have you brought enough materials?
I got nothing I can cook with, so you can go away. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, just because we are now past the 3-hour mark, I'm going to stop and have a bit of a rest. So what I would say, look, thank you for everyone who's watched me today over TikTok and YouTube. Thank you for all the follows as well. If you're not following and you want to see more, send us a cheeky follow just so you get notified.